right, hello everyone. Happy Fun Friday. I hope everyone enjoyed their week. I hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving yesterday, and I hope everyone is going to enjoy their weekend. All right, first I would like to start off by thanking all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much to all the new subscribers that I have. And thank you so much, of course, for all my old subscribers. I really greatly appreciate everyone that has been supporting me along this journey. I really do appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna start off with a general message. At first, I wasn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and start off with a general message, and then we can go ahead and get into this week's topics. There are gonna be some good ones, okay? All right, hello, Think Billions. How are you? All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and get into the general message. What is going on with the collective for this week? We can go ahead and keep those two that came out. All right, general message for the collective for this week. Collective. Right, for the collective. This is beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, so the first two cards that came out, we have this Four of Wands. It came out in the reverse. So I'm seeing that there has been like some type of destructive energy, anything like some type of separation energy as well. So if this has something to do with your family, if it has something to do with your relationships, or just overall just you feeling separate from the group, or you feel like no one really doesn't understand you, you feel like there's a lot of chaos around you. I'm seeing that whatever is being broken down, this is giving me like a lot of this tower energy, but whatever is being broken down right now is to build you stronger, is to build you back up so that you can have the victory. We have the Six of Wands. So like I said, whatever, anything that you're going through, any like breakdown or destructive energy that are you going through, it is to build up a success for you. You're going to have a lot of success in the near future. I feel like a lot of people have been going through like a lot of battles, back and forth energy. You may have been having like different arguments with your family members, and Thanksgiving always brings out the best in us, right? So I am seeing that all of those things are going to be resolved, and you are definitely going to be the victor within all the transgressions that you've been going through. We do have this Nine of Cups that came out. We have the no, me not pull the Empress yet, because my guides are telling me the Empress is last. Let's see what these other cards are. We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I knew I was getting this tower energy. That's crazy. Then it's crazy. Yeah, so I knew I was seeing like a destructive energy. So we had this tower, we have the Hermit, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, a lot of you have been having like an inner destruction. May have your inner destruction may have reflected on the outer, because I am seeing like how you're feeling on the inside is definitely what is going on the outside. It's like everything really is matching up for you, but it's in like a destructive way. And like I said, everything is being rebuilt for yourself and for you, so that you can have these beautiful times. I'm hearing beautiful times, or a lot of victories, a lot of wish fulfillment. So like I said, I knew I was feeling the tower. That is very crazy. But like I said, some type of destruction. This could be a destruction of your own ego as well. You may have felt like nothing has been like really coming in for you, whether it has something to do with like some type of family dynamic or some type of love dynamic as well. But I'm seeing that all of these things are happening in your life, destructive energy happening in your life, a lot of tough endings to bring in a lot of bright, prosperous new beginnings, okay? And then you're going to come out this Empress energy, which is full of creativity, which is full of rebirth, which is full of, every time I see the Empress in this particular deck, I see that she has been washed away. Some of you may be like in a repentant energy. I'm getting like a washing away of your sins. I'm just going to give it to you how it's coming out. So some of you have been like asking for forgiveness, like rinsing away. And I'm seeing that everything is being forgiven so that you can have like a brand new coat. It's kind of like that energy of a caterpillar going into the cocoon. So the caterpillar goes in as like this worm, or as this caterpillar, really hairy, really moving slow. But then when you come out as this butterfly energy, this Empress energy, you're going to be transformed into a brand new person. So everything that you are being removed of, everything that's being cleansed, everything that's being broken down, I'm hearing like I'm hearing like a whatever is being broke down is about to be rebuilt. And then I'm also hearing, and I'm seeing like a bulldozer energy, and then I'm seeing like a new structure. So maybe your structure that you were built on, it could be your structure of your mindset, but whatever structure that you're being built on, it's about to be brand new for you. Okay, so that's very beautiful. Let's go ahead and pull out Oracle card. I'm gonna do faceted for the collective. What do we have for the collective? For the collective. Oop. All right, let's see what we got. All right, beautiful. We have 2 cards here. So we have the winter. I'm going to give you the obvious message. Get ready for winter, you guys, because it is getting really cold out here. Okay, so I got my heater out here and everything. So definitely get ready for the winter. This is also giving me that like hibernation energy. So right now you may be into your shell. Right now you may be hibernating, because like I'm getting the butterfly vision again. So it's like you're hibernating right now, and then when springtime comes, you're going to be a brand new person. So that's very beautiful. And then we have this wild card. I'm going to read both. With this wild card, like I said, I'm seeing like a lot of growth that is happening for you. If you've been going through a lot of storms, like I said, with this tower energy and with the 4 wands being in the reverse, I'm seeing that a lot of people have been through a lot of storms, but the storms is going to bring in a lot of blessings. We need the rain to nurture us, to give us life. And sometimes that rain needs to come with dark clouds. It comes with storms. But after the rain, you're going to blossom into somebody that is going to be very beautiful, very fruitful, and very abundant. So anything that you are going through right now, any cloudy situations that you're going through right now where you feel like you can't see your way out, you feel like you're being blocked, you feel like the rainbow isn't shining upon you, it's just these dark clouds, this tornado that is ripping and running through your life. Like I said, I see that the rains are going to bring in a lot of nice abundance, like a lot of crisp beginnings, a lot of sweet beginnings. And then you're going to be able to continue to grow your abundance, plant your seeds, do whatever it is you want to do. So let's read these out the book, and then we can get on into it. Let's see what we got. All right, so winter. It says spiritual connection, reflection, and rest may indicate mental or physical hardships, a dark night of the soul. The ultimate leads to enlightenment. That ultimately leads to enlightenment. So this is pretty much what I was just saying. It's like everything that you're going through is going to lead you into a path of abundance where you're going to thank the universe. You're going to thank God, because it's something that you guys have like built. And I'm glad we're talking about this as well, because that moves on to the first topic that we're going to talk about, as far as like ancestral curses. So it's something that has been embedded in your family that is now being removed. You are responsible for removing it. And then it looks like it's going to lead to a lot of blessings, a lot of wisdom as well. And then this wild card, oh, it's right here. This card presents a surreal or eccentric view of a given situation. Potential lies in an unconventional approach. Think outside the box. So again, don't feel like, I feel like when it says think outside the box, is don't feel like what you're going through is bad for you, or what you're going through is something that is of a punishment. This is something that you need to go through in order to, transform, in order to really, get the knowledge that you need to get as well. Yeah, and also see things from a different way. Like I said, with the rain that a lot of you are going through, you're seeing the rain as like a stormy, gloomy time, but this rain is to get you like in a nurtured energy, or to nurture exactly who you are supposed to be and what you're supposed to break. Okay, so that is the general message. I really like that. That tower card crazy though. All right, let's see what we got in the chat. Hey Adriana, hey Rising 888, hey Chantel, hey Talia, how are y'all? All right, so I loved it. Like I said, I got everything out here today, y'all. It's kind of cold. So what do y'all have going on? What is up? How was y'all Thanksgiving? Let me ask y'all that first. You said you're good. Okay, good, Chantel. That is wonderful. That is absolutely great. All right. I hope everybody else is doing wonderful as well. We can go ahead and get into the first topic, which is ancestral curses. You said 444. Oh, okay, I see it. Great. Okay. You said how was yours? Oh, mine was good. My voice is a little, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but my voice is a little gone. You know, had to talk to my family. So it was good though. We're the kids right now are outside with my brother. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I was just about to say. The kids are outside with my brother. They setting up Christmas decorations. My aunt in there chilling on the couch, snuggled up, watching Home Alone 2. You said good as well. Thanksgiving as well too. Ate a lot and get ready for Christmas. Yeah, I ate a whole lot too. Look. And I usually don't eat a whole lot, but I was like, this Thanksgiving, I'm gonna like go in. And then I did too much on the ham because I don't really eat pork like that. So like I eat maybe like one piece of bacon like every month or every 2 months, something like that. But I went in on that honey bake, y'all, and yeah. So it was cool. So I hope you feel better. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that my voice, like I had to talk to my grandma. And I'm so glad that we you said yes, honey bake. Hell yeah, that glaze. Mm-hmm. So and then my sister, she cooked. My sister can throw down. My sister got them hands. So she cooked everything. I cooked the turkey though. I cooked the turkey. So everything was really good. Yeah, that honey bake, man. I couldn't help it. It was just the glaze. Like it's just the sauce. Like my whole thing is like I feel like anything can taste good if you got the right sauce on it. So that honey bake, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's so good. And then when I woke up this morning, my back was hurting. It was just all in my back. So but yeah. But yeah, the reason why my voice is gone is because I had to tell my grandma some truths about some stuff. And like sometimes like when I get passionate about stuff, I kind of yell a little bit. So it was real loud over here yesterday, but it was cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. All right, ancestral curses. Now, what I do want to ask, if Talia, are you here? Talia here. Because I believe you brought up the topic that you wanted to talk about, ancestral curses. Name like one thing that you feel is an ancestral curse. And I want to ask this question first is because the messages that I got about that this week, it I feel like it differs from generational curses. I feel like it does differ. You said lack in knowledge, like abundant, like finances, spirituality, like you just mean like in all areas, right? Because like I said, the messages that I got, I feel like Talia, like when you brought up that, yeah, like in all areas. I feel like when you asked about ancestral curses, um, I personally feel when you asked that, I personally feel like you meant generational. And I'm gonna tell you the differences of what I got between ancestral curses and generational curses. So I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna drink my tea. It's cold. I'm freezing. I need my coat. While you typing, generational curses, I believe, is curses brought upon your family that you definitely need to break. Like it could be really generational curses can be anything. Honestly, it could be the like drinking problems, like how you treat other family members, different mindsets that you were embedded in by other. I'm gonna say it because today's topics are about to get real, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's gonna get real. So if you do get offended easily, just like put the stop sign. You said lack of feminine energy. Okay, I'm gonna address that. Hey, Alaska Girl. Yes, I meant to tell y'all that it's about to get real. Okay, so if I get too far or if I offend anybody, like put like the stop sign emoji in the chat because you gotta let me know because I'm not gonna really have a filter today. Oh, you said let's get real. Okay, so generational curses are things like that. I feel like depending on what your family has done for your life, like your generation, like your family has done for your life, like it can even be like if your family was into like some bad witchcraft, um generational curses may have been brought upon your family, as far as like maybe like people um pass on at a certain age. Maybe people don't do the right thing. Like maybe everybody in your family like sell drugs or something like that. Like I feel like those are generational curses. But when it comes to ancestral curses, I personally feel that ancestral curses are something that your whole race of people did. And based on what I've seen, this is why I don't like watching the news at all. Like, because I get really passionate about things like that. The Ahmaud Arbery case, what is happening with the Americans is that all of this is about to start coming back. I felt like within like the next 50, I'll say maybe like 50 years, 100 years, this is just personally what I got. It's going to be completely different. And anything that the ancestral lineage have brought upon your particular uh, race of people or group of people, you're gonna have to answer to that. And I'm just gonna say it straight up, just like that, because um, when the defense attorney, and I know I'm getting like a little off subject, but I gotta talk about it because this is why I wanted to ask, like, what do you feel like is different from ancestral curses and generational curses? When that defense attorney was like, he was running with khakis with no socks to cover his long dirty toenails, that's why I can't watch the news. And I feel like those things, those comments like that is what is going to create ancestral curses. Okay. But generational curses are based upon what like your particular family has done. Hey T Jelly, you said no filter Friday. Yeah, I can't watch it either. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know. And that ancestral curse thing is something that is more severe to endure, especially like I said, I feel like we kind of like recycle and within our own family as well, like something like that. I haven't really got that part yet, but I feel like our souls are recycled. And with that particular group of people, and I am not racist at all. I'm really not. I love everybody. I'm in the business of loving everybody. So I don't want anyone to take offense to it, but we got to be real. Um, those things aren't good. I'm trying to filter myself. Those things aren't good. So those are ancestral things. But like I said, generational things are things that your family are like, it's habitual. It's like a habitual pattern. And then now you're in this lifetime to break those things. Okay, so Talia, you said the women in my family stand in the masculine energy more because of things that happened to them and the need for strength and more protection dating back several generations. This has cost us a lot. But that's why I brought up that court case, because the masculine energy has been taken away from our particular lineage for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. We don't really know how far it goes back. The masculine energy has been taken away. So in your particular family, you said that you feel like the women in your family stand in the masculine energy. That's because the masculine energy has been taken away from your family. And then the women naturally had to step in to become the feminine and the masculine. And then what had happened was, in your particular situation, when the feminine naturally had to step in because there were no masculines, when masculines were born into the family, the feminine uh sheltered them or babied them, because they're not looking at it as, okay, this is a man that I'm raising. They're looking at, this is a baby that I'm raising. So that pattern within your family has happened because long years before you were even thought about, the masculine energy was taken away from your home. So that's not really, like I said, that's something that another ancestral lineage has to pay for it. That's not really you. Now, Talia, if you were to go in and have a son, the only thing you have to do in order to break that is to teach your son how to be masculine. And sometimes women can't do that because we're not masculine energy. So you have to procreate with some another strong masculine energy. If you're gonna step in and say, okay, I'm the feminine energy, and then you need to procreate with someone who is of masculinity, and then once you have your son, that masculine energy can naturally raise that son. But then if the masculine energy keeps being taken away from our home by another ancestral lineage, how will he become a true masculine energy? You get what I'm saying? You said, I think ancestral can go out to race, but I think it includes generational. Okay. I think that they go hand in hand. And I think that's what you're trying to like kind of say too. They do go hand in hand, but generational is like, okay, like I'm just gonna speak for myself. Like a generational curse that has been on my family is addiction to alcohol. That's a generational curse. The ancestral curse that has been on my family is that there's not really a lot of men in our family. Like we're a family of like women. Like men are being born in our family now, but back in the day, like no, like I feel like our family did that too. We like put the men in our family when we had like a lot of men in our family, we put them up on a pedestal. And when the man speaks, everybody shuts up. But when the woman speaks, oh no, you shut up. You don't have a say so. Like that's our generational curse. Oh, I'm breaking that one. So, and then that's why I, kind of like piggyback and like told my grandma yesterday, you know, it's a new day. It's a new day, grandma. Like, no. You first off, you're not about to be getting in my car talking mess. Like, and I said it with the utmost respect too. I'm picking you up. You have the honor to be in my presence. I have the honor to be in your presence. You're not about to get in my car like that. And if you feel like you need to get in my car like that, we can turn this car right back around. And I talked to her and she was like, I don't feel like no one loves me. I don't feel like anybody love me. Why you don't feel like that? Just based on half the people that you feel like did not show you or give you love, they're not even here no more. They've already, transitioned. The people that you're about to go in this house with, everybody in this house love you. What you mean? You the matriarch out of our family. Stop saying people don't love you. I had to have a long conversation with my grandma yesterday. She listened because, I was right. But those things, like how she feels like she's not loved, because our family like do that though. Like we like to joke, but we really don't be joking. The past generations have done it. Like instead of us giving like compliments to each other, like we tend to be jealous of each other. Don't know why, but that's just how the past generations has happened. But this new generation that's coming in, like me, my brothers, my sister, my cousins, we're not playing that. Like we about to uplift everybody in this family. So I feel like it goes back from the ancestral things that we have been natural, like just unaware of, like taken away from us. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, hey Monique, how are you? That's the girl like you said, it's a new day, right? Yeah, it is a brand new day. And then just the way that I'm trying to raise my daughters as well. No, like you are to be valued, and anybody that comes in your space disrespecting you or trying to devalue you or trying to just nitpick and say that how you're not perfect, nah, we're not doing that. So I had to, talk to grandma. But my grandma, she's like very into the Bible, like Christian. She thinks that everything you need to know about God is in the Bible, which I mean it's true, but not everything. And I'm the type of person where I feel like you can learn from different things. So she feels like the only way you need to learn about God is through the Bible. And I feel like you learn about God through your personal relationship with God. Because I read and get the information, but if it doesn't make sense to me, like I just start reading it and I'll be like, okay, God, you give me clarity. And then God gives me clarity. So it's a lot of things that I've never even read in the Bible that God has already told me by myself. You get what I'm saying? So I be trying to tell her that, and she doesn't get it. She feels like the book is what you need to go by, that manual, that book. And sometimes like, nah, you don't need to go by that manual. Like that manual don't teach you everything. It's some stuff missing up in there. And then I told her about, we started talking about Moses and stuff. I'm like, you actually think Moses wrote 5 chapters in his 120 years of him living? No. No. So that's another story. You said, yes, when I was religious, I didn't have that personal relationship till I got more spiritual. And I get it. Right. That personal relationship, like you learn so much more, like personally, like in any relationship. Like, do people come with manuals? People don't come with manuals. When you have a baby, does a baby come out with a manual on how you raise that baby? No. What do? You create a personal relationship with that baby in order for that baby to be loved and be raised correctly, right? That baby don't come, hey, baby pop out, then a book pop out. Nah. Nah, it's baby pop out and you do what you do. So yeah, you said that conditioning runs deep in our elders, right? And that goes back. And why does that conditioning run deep into our elders? Because that was the book that our elders, our ancestors was given when we were kidnapped. Like, let's be honest here. We were kidnapped. Our ancestors were kidnapped. And when they kidnapped us, they stripped us of our names, stripped us of our identity, stripped us of our clothes, bared us butt naked like we was just born into a new world, and gave us that manual and said, go buy this. And like I said, I'm not saying that things in the Bible are incorrect, because it's not. But there's some things that you kind of like look like, didn't you just say in this particular chapter that you were supposed to live like this? But in this particular chapter, you saying something completely different. That's because something missing, right? You got some missing parts, you got some missing chapters. But like I said, that conditioning runs deep into our family because we were kidnapped, raped, beaten, stripped of our identities, don't know who we are no more. Now it's time for us in this generation, including any other race that has been stripped away of their freedom. I'm not just talking about just, the African American race. I'm not just talking about the, blacks around the world or Africans around the world. I'm talking about all races who have been stripped away from their identity based on another race coming over trying to take over. Those are ancestral curses that we do have to break. We have the obligation to break those things. That's why we're here. But now the karma that's going to come back to those races who have kidnapped our generations years ago and had years and years to make it right. If you're not making it right, more power to you. I wish you nothing but love and light, because you're going to need it. Hey, Chris. Hope all is good. Yes, I hope everything is wonderful. Everything is good. So let me know what y'all think about that. That's just what I got for ancestral curses. If you got any like side things to add to that, let me know. I can answer your questions just based, like I said, just based on what I got. But yeah, that's what I said. I watched it. And even we had a little discussion about the Disney Channel too. That's why I only watch Disney Channel, but we had a discussion on that. And I mean, honestly, any type of TV that were made, any type of programming that was made, is gonna alter your reality. So yeah, I just happened to walk in and I seen the verdict And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, Ahmaud Arbery, that's the guy who was running. I'm like, I remember it, but like I said, I don't really watch the news like that. So I read up on it, but not really, like, it didn't stick like that. So then when I was like, okay, yeah, I remember this. I remember this. And then that's when I seen the article. I was like, this lady didn't say that. Like, I was in denial about it. I was like, this lady didn't say that about this victim. Can't even defend himself. And you talking about, my thing is, if your argument was to say that he wasn't running because he had on khakis and no socks, then you just stop it right there. Then you may have had a point. But then you had to throw in that extra flavor. They're talking about no socks with his long, dirty toenails. Like, in front of that lady, in front of that man, mama, his family. You said pure evilness, pure, and didn't care. That's the thing. Like, she did not care. And that right there is nothing, is just, like you said, pure evilness. So I started getting a lot of messages about ancestral curses and stuff. And I was like, okay, those are different from generationals. So that's what I got for that. She has to have a blackened heart. Exactly. But then, do you really blame her, or do you blame her ancestors or her generation, whatever you want to call it? I mean, it goes hand in hand. But do you blame her? Because that's the way she thinks. That's what she was taught. That's what her ancestors taught her. Like, it has to be changed. You said, looking at history, the European influence of man being greater than woman is all over the world. The feminine energy is just making a return to its rightful place. Age of Aquarius type teens. Yep, exactly. Oh, it's changing. It's definitely changing. Um, I don't feel like any energy is greater than the other. Like, masculine energy is not greater than feminine energy. Feminine energy is not greater than masculine energy. It's in a balance. Now, naturally, from our physical bodies, naturally, men are they have that testosterone naturally in their DNA, which makes them physically being able to do certain things at certain times. But that don't mean that all masculine or all men are stronger than women, because I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than the greater part of men, just based on my size and based on my own personal strength. You said, right, we need balance. We do. No, and that's where it comes from. I feel like society has tried to separate us in all ways, shape, form, or fashion by saying one is better than the other when it's not. By saying the men are stronger than women. Masculine energy is stronger than feminine energy. White is greater than black is greater than white. No, we are all the same. It's all the same power. Is all the same energy. It's just what you have been taught that makes you feel like one is better than the other, and it's not. Like, that's just like saying my right hand is greater or better than my left. No, they work hand in hand when I need to pick something up, right? I don't have, now if I pick something up with one hand, that doesn't make this hand weaker than the other. That just means I'm using my energy on this hand, and I can switch it out, or I can hold it together. You get what I'm saying? You get my analogy. So that's where I'm yeah. So let me know if y'all still got something else, and then we can move on to the next topic. You said, right, we all children of creation. I hope one day we can live in a world without division. Not if we constantly keep embedding division. It starts with us. It starts with you, me, the people that create these programs, our children. What we feed into our children's mind right now, we gotta feed our children, the younger generation, with that mindset of nothing, one is not better than the other. If we can all, our generation now, right now, because right now we are becoming the elders, we are becoming the truth seekers. So if we embed it into our younger generation, the next when they come up and they become our age, 30, 40, 50 years old, it's going to get closer and closer and closer to world peace. But then if we keep feeding our kids division and discrimination and all that, this world's not going to survive. The planet, the environment, like the trees, the water, is not going to survive like that. It starts with us. And I feel like we're starting it though. Like Talia said with the age of Aquarius, that's a part of the age of Aquarius as well. Like world peace, blending together, harmony, knowing things, like doing things different. Like the world is always changing anyway. But yeah, you said we got a lot of unlearning and teaching to do. Right. Unlearn and relearn. Yes. A lot. And like I said, it starts with us. Then we have to put it into our children's minds. So that's just the truth. If we want world peace, I know that everybody, like even like Miss America, be like, "What is your greatest wish?" I just wish for world peace. In order for us to have world peace, first off, we got to find peace within ourselves. Then we have to embed. We can't embed division at all into our minds. We can't. We got to unlearn it and then relearn unity. Relearn how to unite. Uni meaning one. We have to live as a universe and then respect other people's differences because we're not the same. Because if we are the same, we'll be robots. So yeah. Let me know what y'all think. And then we can move to the next topic. Let's talk about dreams next. Let me wait until y'all before I actually move on to dreams. I'm gonna let y'all type if y'all got something else. But I'm gonna talk about dreams. I am not going to interpret any dreams though, but I will talk about dreams. And then based on the information that I give, then if you want to go back and read your dream journal or go back and meditate on a dream that you had, you will be able to dissect it based on the information that I'm giving you. I know you will. But yeah, I'm not going to interpret dreams. Just, do the time and everything like that. Okay. You said okay. All right, let's move on. All right, now dreams. Okay. Let me start off with this. Our energy. This is not our first lifetime. We've lived in many lifetimes. We've probably lived in, because there are so many different galaxies. I don't think we can actually count them. Billions. So we've lived in different galaxies. We lived in different lifetimes. We've experienced different things that our eyes have recorded, that our brain has recorded. So when your dreams look weird and when you can't really understand your dreams, I feel like when you go into that realm, those information that you've gotten from previous lifetimes are mixing up. So for example, let's say you have a dream about, I don't know, a dog, I don't know, wearing a dress or something like that. That dress probably came from one scene that you saw within your lifetime, and then the dog may have come from another, and then it being put together that makes the dog wearing the dress. And then you have to interpret that based on what you're going through right now, or you can interpret it on based on okay, this is just things that I've seen. This is just things that are being replayed back. And also when we dream, it is like a movie. I believe we dream maybe 2-3 hours a night. I'm gonna say 20%. Because some of us don't sleep exactly the same amount of time. So I'm gonna say 20%. So just think of if you were watching a movie right now. Are you gonna remember word by word scene by scene based on the movie that you just saw. You're not going to remember everything. So the main parts that stick out are the main parts that are vivid. I feel like those are the things that you do need to dissect within the dream. Once you dissect the dream, then you are able to see that, okay, well, this is just a dream that this is just a memory that is replaying back to me. Or this is just a memory that is replaying back to me that I need to know this particular lifetime. So my dreams are different. Um, my dreams are different. So you have to determine what your dreams mean for you. How do I want to put that? Because without like really confusing you and making you feel that my dreams are your dreams, because they're not the same. Sometimes your dreams can tell you different things that you need to heal. Sometimes your dreams can tell you different things that are about to come up that you need to look forward to. And then, like I said, sometimes your dreams are just past memories that you have. So, in order for you to really dissect and understand what your dreams personally mean for you, you have to like dream it and then experience it in real life, or dream it and then, like, if you're getting like some type of messages in your dream, like determine what the messages mean. I will also recommend anybody that is looking at this video or anybody that's in the chat, do not go on Google and look up what them dreams mean. Do not do that. Because you can have a dream about a spider. You go on Google and it's saying that you have like this sexual energy, you feeling entrapped in your thoughts. You have ancestors around you, you have prosperity going around you. That's like 4-5 different things. You get what I'm saying? So don't go on Google and look up what your dreams mean. You have to determine what the dreams mean for your personal experience. When you go on Google and you research different dreams and the meanings of what the dreams mean, you are experiencing somebody else's reality in their dreams. I will highly recommend you not do that. Because 9 out of 10 times, I mean, you may find something on like a dream website or in like a dream book that actually means exactly what you mean, but I mean, it's not all the way there. It's not always all the way accurate like that. So just like I said, just anybody that's looking at this, anybody that's in chat, do not Google what it mean to dream about a spider. What it mean when you dream about roses. Like, don't do that. You said, oh, hey, did I say hey, Jayla? Hey, Jayla. You said, how do we know truly? You said, laugh out loud. I do that. Yeah, don't do that. Because what end up happening, hold on, I'm going to answer your question, Lobster Girl. What end up happening is, Monique, you go on Google, and the first thing that pop up, you be like, oh, okay, that mean that. Don't mean that. And then you said, how do we know truly, like, what your dreams mean for you? You have to be aware of who you are, like aware of yourself. I personally know what my dreams mean for me because it's like, it's a synchronicity, it's a pattern that happens. Like sometimes, like even when I like go to sleep, I'm not dreaming. I know I'm not dreaming because I'll say in the dream, you can't be in my dream. Or I'll say something like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll just talk to you when I wake up. Like, I'll start saying stuff like that. So that's why I say I can't really give you like a really a good synopsis of mine because mine are a little different. We all dream the same, but I feel like all of our dreams tell us different things. Like some nights, like of course, like you guys know that I personally have premonitions. So a lot of times my dreams are premonitions. A lot of times my dreams are literally telling me different things. A lot of times God comes to me and talk to me. A lot of times people visit me, and like I said, that's not a dream when people visit me. They just want to say, hey, what's up? And maybe we can't talk in physical reality. So like I said, you just have to determine what it means for you. Let me give y'all an example. You said, what do you think it means when you keep dreaming of the same person? I feel like with that means that that person is thinking about you as well. I feel like when you keep on dreaming of that same person, like that person really wants to like reach out to you and talk to you. That's just what I personally feel. That's what I get. Um, well, I can give y'all that example. Like me personally, I don't dream about like I don't have repetitive dreams, or I don't dream like how you just said you dream about the same person over and over. I personally don't dream of I dream about a different person every night. Like maybe like a family member, maybe in my dreams a lot, just because we close, you know what I'm saying? But if it's like a random person and I keep dreaming about you and you not really on my mind like that in waking life, that means that you're either thinking about me or you're talking about me or something that you're trying to relay to me. Like that's just what I feel. And then sometimes when you keep on dreaming about the same person, like I said, they just want to reach out. Um Definitely if you feel like if it's a twin flame. So yeah. Yeah, that person had just has something to say to you. Haven't said it yet. Or something, or even if that person, like if you just keep dreaming about the same person and that person like is in your energy already in your waking life, just mean that they just in your energy too much. I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like I want to like talk about I'm actually gonna talk about twin flame relationships next week, y'all. I feel like I'm ready to talk about that. You said I have had different kinds of dreams. Some help me heal, some prophetic, and sometimes I get like shown intentions of others. Right. Correct. What if you dream and you're a different person seeing things as if you were them? Because then that's what I was just saying. You've had different lifetimes as different people, as different things. So you may have experienced a lifetime like that. So let's say, for example, if you dream that you're actually your mom, that means that you was probably your mother energy in a past life. If you can kind of, I'm probably not explaining it right. You was probably, like I said, you was probably that person in a different lifetime. You said, how do you define nightmares? I'm gonna answer that. You said, I see my brother who's passed away. Your brother's just coming to you, visiting you. I feel like, I personally feel like I haven't got a lot of information on, like transitioning and death and things like that. But I personally feel like your physical body dies, but your energy never dies. So your brother who's passed away is able to come to you in different dreams just to either visit or just to either give you different messages. How do you define nightmares? I feel like nightmares are things that you go through because that's something that you need to address in your waking life. I don't have nightmares, so I don't. I'll give y'all this one that I had. I'll give y'all this dream that I had one night. Just a few nights ago too. Um, I had a dream that people were like shooting at me, but I was the thing about it is like when I be having dreams about people like shooting at me or like trying to fight me and stuff, I already know what them dreams mean. So it'd be funny to me when I be waking up because I'd be like, oh Lord, here we go. But this particular dream, like it was people coming from like all over the place. You get what I'm saying? And I pretty much in my dream, like God is always with me. So in my dream, God was just letting me know that I was protected, and I was just thanking God in my dream for me being protected. And then when I came from like around like this car I was hiding behind, like the people were shooting at me, but they couldn't penetrate me. And when I woke up, that song, it's like an old 70s song. I forgot who sang it, but it was like smiling faces. Like it just kept on like replaying in my head. I'm like, what is this? And I already knew what it meant. I already knew what it meant. So that's like maybe the scariest. Like people be attacking me. Like I don't have like nightmares Or I haven't had one in a while. Oh, you said I don't either. I was just curious. Yeah, I just feel like nightmares are things that you haven't addressed, like scary things that you have not addressed in your waking life that you need to address. That's just how I personally feel. These are just what I get, like the definitions that I get when I ask questions like those. So, and that's good. You don't have nightmares. Good. So, what else? What else do I want to say about dreams? Also, if you dream about something and you know you had a dream, but you can't remember what it was, the next day you woke up, that normally means that something in your waking life is about to happen too. And sometimes you don't really need to see it just because you're meant to see it in your waking life. Like you, or sometimes like, well, for me, like I be remembering my dreams, but the times that I don't remember my dreams, I get jolted out my sleep and it's like, it breaks it. So that's just, like I said, that's just me personally. So you just gotta like self-evaluate really. But I like what Talia said, because those pretty much are my dreams. A little bit more, but I can't really disclose. So yeah, that's what we got about dreams. Let me know what other questions y'all got. I know y'all got some more questions about dreams now. Dang, this tea done got cold as heck. That's good. All right. So, transitioning to the next topic, narcissists. I don't even think that she's here. She not here. We can still talk about narcissists because I had some stuff that happened to me too. I'm glad it did. Like, I'm glad. I be happy when like certain things be happening to me, y'all. Like I really do. Like, I mean, it be so confusing and it be like, dang, like there's some stupid stuff that's happening to me. But I like when stupid stuff happen to me. When stupid stuff happen to me, y'all, and I call it stupid stuff. When stupid stuff be happening to me, that's where the biggest messages be at. Big messages for me when stupid stuff be happening. So I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. I'm gonna let y'all know a little personal story of what happened to me, because I feel like I need to discuss it. Because narcissist is the one of the main things that I have had to deal with my entire life. So I have like a whole I'm gonna need to write a book. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. And whatever I say, like I said, if it offends anybody, it's not meant to offend people, but it definitely is to, and not to throw anybody else under the bus either, but this is just my experiences and things that I go through. So I just want to share those things with y'all too. Like I just don't want to like just be giving y'all readings and stuff. Like I'm gonna share y'all my experiences too, and how I handle situations, and like what makes me feel peaceful. It's cold. Let me turn this way. I should have brought the little extension cord. I'm gonna turn this way so my legs can be a little warm. It's like I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like when my legs are warm, my whole body get warm. You said yes, me too. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into narcissists. All right, let me tell you what happened this week. All right, so as you all know, or if you don't know, I had kids with a narcissist. Whether he knows it or not, I don't really care. I think that when people, the first step to healing anything is to admit that you have a problem. So when you don't admit that you actually have an issue, you can't really accept those things. You can't heal it. It's like an alcoholic. Like If you drink all the time and people see that you are an alcoholic and you don't admit that you're an alcoholic, you're not gonna heal because you don't feel like you have a drinking problem. So I had children with a narcissist, and like I said, it is what it is. I appreciate it. Um, my he doesn't realize the selfishness of the things that he does, like, to this day. Like, I think some things that he has personally treated, how he personally treated me when we were together, he's realized how he's treated me. And he hasn't formally apologized because I feel like he still be doing the same stuff, honestly. But he said, like, I know I did. I know I messed up in the past. I know I did. I know I did. And I feel real bad. And like, he'll just leave it at that. So narcissists, and I'm before I get into the story, narcissists always feel like that you are supposed to like bow down to them or cater. I don't want to say bow down, but you're supposed to cater to them. And they don't care who you are. Like, you could be a baby, you could be a woman, whatever. Like, they may have a certain level of respect, but they feel like everybody is supposed to just like be with them, like cater to them. So he doesn't call the girls as often as he should. Like, he doesn't. And even when he does spend time with them, he really personally only spends time with them when it's going to be other people around, just so that he can like still have that image of him doing the right thing. Like I said, I'm not throwing anybody up under the bus, but that is the truth. So Saturday, like I said, I don't, we talk about the kids and stuff, like, my daughter, she about to play basketball, send me some extra money so we can sign her up for basketball, stuff like that. So that's the only time I really talk to him. I don't have anything to really say. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever. So he called my daughter and he was like, yeah, your mom signed you up for basketball. You want me to come to your basketball games? And I was like passing through. Well, no. Let me go back. My youngest daughter told me that he called. And I was like, okay, well, call back because he might want to like spend time with y'all, come get y'all, like call him back. So my youngest daughter didn't, but my oldest daughter called. And I was like pretty much like, kind of like not really eavesdropping, but I wanted to see like what he was trying to do so I can drop the girls off. And what he said was, he was like, so yeah, your mama signed you up for basketball. You're gonna have different games. You want me to come? So my daughter was like, of course I want you to come. Like, yeah. Then he goes to proceed and say, you sure you want me to come? And she was like, yes, I want you to come. Then he was like, if you don't want me to come, you don't have to say that you want me to come if you really don't want me to come to your games. She said for the third time, yes, Daddy, I want you to come to my games. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'll be there. So that was like strike one. So I was like, God, where is the lesson in this? Because I was like, I don't have no patience for that. So then he proceeds to say, why don't y'all call me? Why don't y'all call me to come visit? Why don't y'all call me to come see me? So she paused because she like, I don't know what to really say about this. So I'm like, my adult self is thinking, wait a minute, if you want them to come over there to visit you, you pick up the phone and call them as the adult, right? Why are you asking a 10-year-old, why don't she call you as the adult? Especially if you want to spend time with them, call them. I'm just saying, y'all can call me whenever y'all want to, or y'all can spend time with me whenever. Why don't, if you want to spend time with them, you can call them, right? I mean, and at that point, um, I was about to go backwards a little bit. A part of me that she, like I said, that part of me, my ego is still there. But she's a part of me, but sometimes like she be trying to come out sometimes, and she was about to. And I walked out the room. Like I had to. And I just prayed to God to like really let me know like what is this lesson that I'm supposed to learn? Come to find out, my lesson was my dad, my personal dad, did the same thing to me. Like me and my sister, we would go like months, sometimes years without talking to my dad. And when we would call him, finally we would give in as the kids and we would actually call him. We'd be like, hey dad, like, we haven't talked to you in a long time. Why haven't you called us? And my dad, a grown man, would say, well, the phone work both ways. You can call me. That's narcissist. That's narcissist. That's not being an adult at all. Like that's being a person who always feel like you should be the one to cater to them. And like I said, just in my daughter's situation, and then just in my situation when I was growing up, I never got that. I never understood that. But in that moment when I asked God what was the lesson within this, I had a whole flashback of my dad saying it to me. And I was like, dang, I didn't know that was even something that I was still, dealing with. But those are narcissistic traits. They feel like you are supposed to, it's their way of the highway, literally. Like they can do whatever to you or say whatever to you. But if you do and say those same things, it creates chaos. So for those of you who deal with energies like that, narcissistic energies like that, you just have to be aware of it. You can't overlook it just by saying, okay, well, I feel bad for this person and I feel sorry for this person. I love everybody and I show compassion and sympathy and caring for everybody else. Like now, sometimes the sympathy goes out the window when you think selfishly. You don't think of anybody else outside yourself. So that's where narcissistic energy comes from. It's very hard to deal with. A lot of us, and I have to say us, but a lot of people who are caring and compassionate attracts those type people because, and what I've learned is either those people are meant to break down something within ourselves or heal or make us aware of something that we need to personally heal, or those people are just naturally just meant to intentionally hold us back. I call that energy the devil. I don't feel like there is like a real devil, but I call that a blockage or a devil. You said like a moth to a flame. Exactly. Exactly. And then in order for you to overcome that, you have to be accepting with your own beautiful energy that you have, and then know how to, you're naturally going to attract it anyway, but then you have to know how to not really allow that moth to actually be attracted to the flame. I don't know how I really want to put that. You have to be so strong within your energy where you can still be that compassionate, empathic person, understanding person, but then not allow people to just run all over you because you show a lot of empathy and compassion towards other people. Monique, you said the last guy I was dealing is such a narcissist, like textbook, right? Tell me about him, and then we can talk about that. We can talk about him. You said empath greatest lesson, exactly. And you said it's lots of girl, you said it's draining. And Monique, you said also it's very draining, but definitely teaches lessons. Definitely. 100%. The greatest lessons comes with the hardest test, I feel. Dealing with the narcissist is maybe like like one of the hardest classes. But if you can pass them and if you can learn from them, it brings in a lot of blessings. It brings in like another level of consciousness that you have. So I deal with it every day. I personally think that it's something that my daughters are going to have to deal with as well when they get older. So just me being that person that has dealt with it, honestly, and then now they're dealing with it as daughters, as women right now, as young women, sorry, right now. They're going to have to deal with it. when they get older. So I'm just like just teaching them right now. Like I said, not really like I don't talk to them about like how their dad is. I don't feel like that's fair because he doesn't have a chance to really defend himself. Especially like I'm not gonna like embed different things about who a person is. And sometimes I don't even know why people do certain things. So I don't talk to them about him. So I want them to kind of see it from themselves, but I do give them the information that they're definitely going to need when dealing with people like that. Okay, you said he just can't admit to anything he does. The blank stares like he's just past you. All about him and just never could get him to see my side of anything. Feel like a coldness. Exactly. I'm gonna talk about that. I feel like all narcissistic experiences I've had were there to teach me to set boundaries with my empathy. Exactly. Thank you. That's what I was actually trying to say to Leah. Thank you so much for clearing that. Yeah, it's just teaching you to set boundaries with your empathy. Be em- be empathic, have sympathy, have a love towards someone, but then when it comes to that user energy, that narcissistic energy, that energy that energy vampire that feeds on you and keeps feeding on you because you have so much love to give, they'll keep coming back. Give in a little bit, test it out. Like, yeah, I can do something nice for you. But if they keep on doing it, uh-uh. You gotta learn your lesson from that. You say I'm still working on my boundaries. Okay, so Monique, with that, because again, you said I just never could get him to see my side of anything because he thinks that his side is the right side. He does nothing wrong. Narcissists feel like they don't do anything wrong. And then a lot of narcissists are very intelligent, book smart. I'm not going to say intelligent, but book smart. So because they have so much knowledge and because they are book smart and they got good grades in school, they feel like they know everything. So there's nothing you could ever teach them because they'll feel like with you trying to get them to see your side or understand how you feel, they feel like that's you chastising them or you trying to teach them something. And naturally, you're trying to get him to see how you feel. He's not gonna see how you feel because he's only seeing how he feels. It's only what they feel is right. You said narcissists have serious void of emotional awareness of others, I think. Yes. You said they project and have you questioning everything when you know you're right. Right, exactly. I'm gonna address both of y'all. Hey Juliet. You said my ex-husband was a narcissist. I didn't even know that's what it was until kind of like now, by the way, JJ. Hey chat, sorry, it's okay. Very manipulating energy. Wait, let me go back to what Monique, I think, said, right? No, Talia said. Lobster Girl Low and Talia. Right. So like I said, they don't have naturally, and it's something that you really can't blame on them because a narcissist is either like you were either born a narcissist. I don't feel like anybody was really born narcissist, but I feel like based on your family, you create a narcissist. But not necessarily. I feel like, you know what? No, I just lied. Yeah, I just lied. I'm sorry. Yeah, sometimes people are born like that where they feel like for example, like my kid's father, I remember his mom telling me a story and she was like, he was like in the first grade and I think he got like an answer wrong on his test and he told the teacher she was straight up wrong. He's like, I'm right, I know I got this answer right. And the teacher's like, little 6-year-old little boy, like, no, you didn't get this answer is not right. He argued with her for a whole week about that answer being wrong on his test. You get what I'm saying? He was 6. So I feel like some of those energies are just like that. He said my children's father is a narcissist. So everybody baby daddy narcissist. I'm sorry. I don't like saying baby daddy. Everybody's children's dad is a narcissist. um yeah, they just don't have that. They're more left-brained. I'm sorry, I said left-brained. They're more left brain than right brain. Like your emotions comes from Your emotions comes from your right brain. Left brain is more like logical. So they're more left brained. I mean, I said it again. They more left brain. So it's like they don't have that. And it takes an awakening for them, a rude awakening sometimes, for them to actually understand it. And then even then they probably don't really even understand it either. So but yeah, how you question everything. Yeah, manipulation. Manipulation tactic, making you feel like you in the wrong, like blaming you. And then let me tell you something else too with narcissists. Narcissists will apologize like this. They'll say, I'm so sorry I hurt you, but you made me mad. That's manipulation. And first off, that's not even an apology. Well, how you gonna say you sorry, but then you put the blame back on me? I remember my kid's father, he did that. Man, oh no. When he did it to my daughter, because he used to do it to me all the time. But my daughter, she had like forgot something, didn't even forget it. Like he thought she forgot it. So he was just like mad at her and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, she does do that. Like she really don't listen, but like you don't really gotta talk to her like that. I can talk to her any kind of way I want. Like, this is my daughter. Yeah, that's your daughter, but she's also a woman of God. So watch it. So come to find out, like my daughter wasn't in the wrong. And he was like, oh, okay. So I just asked. I was like, so, are you gonna apologize to her? No, I don't gotta do anything. Hey, you know what? Cool, dude. Like, me and you don't have nothing to talk about. Like, I'm not about to deal with that. Y'all gonna have to deal with that yourselves. So then he gonna call my daughter like 5 minutes later, because I guess he thought about it. He gonna call my daughter 5 minutes later. Yeah, I'm sorry that I yelled at you, but you just need to listen sometimes. How's that an apology? It's honestly an illness and a sickness. Like you said, Lobster Girl, yeah, it's like pure evil. But like I said, it's not sometimes something is not something that they can control. Sometimes it's just literally who they are. And in order for you to accept that, in order for you to like actually deal with that, you just got to accept that that's who they are and choose not to deal with it. You have to choose not to be around it. Now you can end up being with a narcissist, but hey, that's what you're gonna get that. But you got to accept them for who they are and then choose to not, like I said, not be around it. Like I said, he's still like I said, my children's father, he's still a narcissist. So I don't know. I mean, I'm giving my daughters that's their dad. So I mean, I feel like they always gonna be want to be around him, I guess. But I choose not to deal with it. So I only deal with it when I have to. Monique, you said not putting my business out there, but he was trying to do the trapping thing, and I thank God that didn't happen, but he kept trying. Yeah, they will do that. Not saying mine didn't do that, but yeah, narcissists will do that because they are so addicted to your energy. And you always just cater to them and give to them. They don't want to lose you. So some narcissists do try the trapping thing so that you will never be apart from them. You said they TJ, you said they seem to lack emotions. Yeah, that's all. They just lack emotions. It's just an emotional thing that they just naturally just don't have. And in order for them to actually get those emotions and to get that understanding, get that compassion, they have to go through a rude awakening. It has to happen. And then even, like I said, even sometimes when they go through that rude awakening, they still don't get it. Like I said, my dad's still a narcissist. So you said yes, king, queen of gaslight. You said right. Straight crazy. You said black blank eyes staring with no emotions. It's like no when it's on. A lack of energy is like a never ending battery to them. Yeah. So you give them energy. Straight up. You are their battery because they cannot charge themselves up either. So then they find someone who has like all of the emotions, like it's kind of like a waterfall of emotions. So what they do is they go to that, like you're the waterfall. They are the person that goes to the ocean for the water, go to the waterfall for the water. So they keep drinking from that moment, that waterfall because you keep, giving them those emotions. But then you had to choose to stop your own waterfall and stop giving them all of that empathy, all of that emotional energy. Once you stop and turn off the water, turn off that fountain, then they naturally gravitate or leave and find another waterfall. Or if they don't want to leave and find another waterfall, like I said, that's where the rude awakening then comes from. So yeah. Or they'll drink from poisonous water. Leave that there. You said empath energy. It's like, yeah. So yeah. I'm gonna talk more about narcissistic energy too. I just thought it was kind of weird because I forgot the girl name, y'all, that said about her guy and the guy that she gave the $25,000 to. I wanted her to kind of come on here because I wanted to talk about her situation too. But that was a big no. Narcissists will use you for your resources too. But as a single mother, do not, even if when you start back dating, if you're not dating, if you dated a narcissist and you like in that single energy, once you like get strong in your emotions or strong in your own energy and you kind of like, start dating a narcissist again, or if you attract that energy again, don't give them your money and you a single mother. No. Because you got to think about it. Like, it's not about the money. It's not really even about the resources either. Because if you got it, you got it. Give it, granted. But you got to think about where that money is coming from. Like, you taking from your kids, from who you are supposed to be taking care from, just to give to a man or somebody else. Because women are, look, let's go to women narcissists. Let me tell y'all something. Women narcissists are the worst. We've been talking about these men narcissists. Like, nah, we gonna switch it up. I knew I had to say something else. Thank you so much. Women narcissists are the worst. You don't even have to be in a relationship with anybody to deal with a narcissist at that. Women narcissists, I find the worst because women naturally have that nurturing, sweet energy. Like you can turn it on and off, and women naturally can get whatever it is they want. So when you dealing with a woman narcissist, that is, like I said, I feel bad for people who, do that. So, but we're gonna talk more about it. I'm gonna read y'all comments. You said this is an important topic for me. You just don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna talk more about this. We can do narcissist part 2 next week with twin flames. We can do that. You said it's so crazy how deeply emotionally scarred they are, though. It's the perfect trap for an empath. Yeah, and I'm glad you said that to Leah. And Vox Girl, you said vicious, of course. I'm so glad you said that to Leah. It's an emotionally scarred energy that a lot of narcissists have. Like I said, depending on what has happened. Like my particular narcissist, my kid's father, his mom was 15 when she had him, so he was raised by a child. And then you got to think about like what things, the area that he grew up in is very vital and very important too. So you don't know why that person turned into a narcissist at a young age, and it's about being emotionally scarred, and then them not wanting to address what it is. They just, yeah, they just put their transgressions on somebody else when they get older. You said the narcissist of an unawakened empath. Wait, the opposite of unawakened empath is a narcissist. Yes, true. Yes. You said I'm writing about it. Okay, cool. Yeah. I need to go ahead and write about it too, just about my own personal experiences about narcissists. Like I said, this is a topic that is like, man, we'll be out here all night talking about narcissists. Because I've dealt with narcissist women too. Like, not, like I said, not in like a romantic way, but narcissist women around me, they do that manipulation too. And like I said, it's worse. It's worse. So I've dealt with all types of narcissists all my life. So yeah, we'll do a narcissist part 2. You said me too? Okay, cool. Yeah. That's great. So yeah. I got a few things coming up, so that one might be a little while. You said not in, for real, not in no romantic way. Like I don't got nothing against girls, but I don't have anything against girls. I can't. The way I personally can't. Like when you get into like a relationship with like the same sex, like you gotta make sure that you ready for that. I don't feel like me and women get along. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to like live in the same house. Like I need a man. Not nothing against anybody, who do that. Go ahead. That's you. But I feel like people when they do get in like same sex relationships, I think people tend to see it as like a physical attraction, and then once they get into it, whatever works for them work. But yeah, like women are very beautiful, like physically attractive, yeah. But when it comes to like actually like going deeper within that, like it's more than a physical thing. Like you gotta like be like emotionally, spiritually, mentally ready, not just physically ready to be in like a woman to woman relationship. So I just choose not to. I gotta have a man. I gotta have a man. Y'all cool and all. Women cool and all. We cool. We cool. Shit. I mean, physically appealing, like, yeah. But mentally, I can't. We'll end up fighting up in that thing. We'll end up fighting. It'll be a whole abusive relationship. I can't. Mm-mm. Y'all laughing. You said empaths go through trauma too, but we choose to keep our heart at the center of our lives despite our right. It's despite the trauma. And what you're supposed to do anyway, because as an empath, you are supposed to keep your heart open because you are supposed to um give that nurturing energy to other people. Like you get what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to give it. But a narcissist, they'll drain you of it to where you can't give it back to other people. So now that you're out of that narcissist energy, you can't you gotta rejuvenate pretty much. You gotta recharge. So anybody that's single that's been dealing with a narcissist energy, the reason why you're single because God is giving you a chance to recharge your battery, recharge your energy for the next man who's not gonna drain you, or for the next person who's not gonna drain you. You say I agree, narcissist women are the worst, definitely. Do you think do you think this generation is set up to be single more than before? That's a good question. You said y'all cool now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Women, y'all cool now. Y'all cool. You know, women just I don't know. Like we can talk about this. You know what? We can actually talk about that next week. Okay, so that'll be the three topics. So three topics next week will be narcissist part 2, twin flame, and same sex relationships. How about that? We gonna do that. Cause I wanna tell y'all, like it's like I said, it's not. I just feel like women are so soft and so sensual and so loving, and that is such a beautiful thing. And women, the shape of their bodies is like a sculpture, like it's so beautiful. But I need like a hard body. I need like a rock. Like I need somebody that's gonna be more logical. Like let me be the sensual person and you be the logical, and then we put it together and then we take over the world. So yeah, so we do that. All right. So your question, Monique, you said, do you think this generation is set up to be single more than before? Um, Not necessarily. I don't feel. I feel like the way that technology is being ran, the way that our mind is programmed, uh, we're just naturally is gonna set up to be single because everybody wants that person. And then even like I don't know, like people just have like different we just not doing good when it comes to relationships, honestly. So I feel like naturally we are gonna be more single than ever before because we not taking no crap. Like the past generations have taken certain things just because it was like successful for you to be in a marriage. So you just marry anybody, like you just be with somebody just to be with somebody. But our generation is not taking it. So naturally we're more single just because we're not like settling. We're not settling. And then with us not settling, the other half of us are, like I said, we don't really know what true love is. We just don't know what true love is, honestly. We don't know how to treat one another. Like I said, we're very, this is honestly with us even being in an energy where we are getting into our emotions, this particular generation, we're kind of selfish a little bit when it comes to love. This is just how I feel. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. This is just how I feel. We're so self-serving when it comes to relationships. Like we gotta have, like I know like everybody be saying like, oh, I'm manifesting my person. I want my person to come in. But then you don't, that same list that you wrote down as far as like manifesting another person, are you that person? So how can you manifest this person that you want to be with, but you don't even show aspects of those same qualities? How can you want this person to act like that, but really look at your list and manifest and say, can I be that person? And once we can do it like that, then everybody will still be kind of single. Single rate will be up. You said, I think there is a serious need to heal and balance between the feminine and masculine energies. Until then, women are going to scream, I need a checklist man that allows me to be the boss. Right. Exactly. And the men are like, I don't trust you women. Y'all want to be a man. Exactly. We just have to have a balance. And like I said, that checklist that I was just talking about too, like I said, you got this checklist, but are you that checklist? And I think people be like, yeah, I want somebody that has a lot of money, has ambition, in shape, fine. Well, fine, everybody. I feel like everybody's like look good and fine in their own way. But you got your list. But then my thing is like you ain't even got up off your behind and start being ambitious and financially successful, or even have that rock hard body that you want from that person. So T. Jelly said, women have fought so hard for equality, it has put us in an imbalance as we have as we have now taken on masculine roles as well. We're tired. Yeah, and then that goes back to the first conversation I was talking about as far as like ancestral things. We have naturally had to take on the masculine role because the masculine was taken out of our home by force. Look at the world. Look at what's going on. Like the masculine energy being taken out the home. You said that's crazy. You brought up the checklist up. Yeah, it's a checklist. You said I try to be more in my feminine because the women in my family are so hard on and masculine as far as controlling their husbands. Like I said, it's a it goes back. It's an ancestral thing. It's a generational thing. It's something that, like I said, I feel like women has naturally had to step up and be that masculine energy because of it being the masculine energy was taken away from our homes. That's how you do it. That's how you destroy homes. You take away a part of the home. You take away like we need masculine and feminine energies. So when you take away the masculine, you're just left with the feminine. Now the feminine got to step up and be masculine, and now that's where it's coming in with this age of Aquarius. Now women is strong. Women about to take over because our masculine has been taken away. The other part of us that we need in the home has been taken away. So that's just how I feel. It's right for me. You said I agree. As slaves, we watched our men be brought down. It's all a part of the plan. It was all a part of the plan. Because if you really think about it, like I said, if I'm offending anybody with bringing this back up, I am so sorry. I really am. I do apologize, but I'm speaking facts. In other races, y'all know who, the masculine is not being taken away from the home. They are making sure that they keep the masculine energy in their home, and then look what's going on. But in my lineage, you got to take away that. Take away the strength, because masculinity represents strength. It does. Femininity represents emotions. So with the strength and the emotion being put together, you are able to create and have a balanced life and a balanced family. But when one is out of the other, yeah, we got you. Like, yeah, who? Damn, I was just about to say it. Yes, exactly. We gotta break it. And in order for us to break it, it brings the conversation is we gotta stop like really sharing our bodies with other people who are not within their masculine energy yet. Because you have women out here, but women are not in, some women are not in their feminine energy. And then you have men out here, you have you have the anatomy of a woman and you have the anatomy of men that are here on this world. But are they actually representing a feminine aspect? Are they representing masculine aspects? So you got to stop having sex with people who don't know who they are. That's why I choose not to have sex. We got to talk about that one too. But it goes so deep into different things. Like, you got to stop having kids who having sex or sharing your body with people who do not know who they are. Got to. You said now that's a word. Okay, cool. That's why. That if when people ask me like, dang, oh yeah, I just celebrated too. But when people ask me like, dang, like, why did you do that? I have noticed that the people that I have been intimate with have not been in their masculine energy. And I wasn't even in my feminine energy. And we're sharing our bodies with one another, procreating these other lives who are not going to know who they are. So we got to stop doing it. That's how we can actually stop it. But it takes us to master our physical. You said that's the hard part, right? You said, I'm going to be a part of the rebuild. Good, great. Women need to appreciate their vulnerability and not think it as a weakness. And Jay, you're a show right now. Sharing our body stuff freely is a big part. Oh, huge. It coincides. Everything coincides with one another. Everything is a big circle. That's why I do numerology too, because the number 0, it goes like this, or the number 8, it keeps going like this. So in order for us to build something that is not going within a cycle where everything is connected to one another, but in order for us to keep going, like, we got to break the cycle. We got to break that. T. Lee says self-love, right? It's all about, it's all about self-love and self-awareness. It's more so self-awareness. Self-love, like, I feel like that just comes from being peaceful. Like, that's how you become peaceful within yourself, is having that self-love. But the self-awareness is knowing who you are. Self-love is just loving who you are. Self-awareness is knowing who you are. We have to start knowing who we are before we share our bodies, before we procreate. And then that way, once you get to know who you are, and then you can find and attract someone who naturally has that self-awareness in themselves, and then both of you, that masculine and feminine, comes in together, and then procreate another, and within the same household. But then we gotta stand up for our rights as well as victims. Like, honestly, our rights as victims, y'all. Like, we were kidnapping victims. We were victims of kidnap. It's not even funny. So now then we gotta go back to that side. Now that we got the self-awareness of who we are and the self-love for who we are, then we have to go back and then do that work as far as stopping these people from taking our men out of our family. Period. We gotta do it all. And sometimes these going back to generational curses, or really ancestral curses, going back to that, all of it is so much. It's not going to happen within one lifetime. It's going to happen in our kids' lifetimes. It's going to happen in our grandkids' lifetimes. And then maybe we can, actually make a difference. But right now, I mean, we doing it. You said you don't have self-awareness without self-love. Otherwise, your awareness is still based on the opinions of others, right? I'm going to get to that. Yes, we have to go back. We need to make sure these kids are properly educated. Correct. I feel like T Jelly, it does go hand in hand. But some people have self-awareness, but then they don't have self-love. Some people love who they are, but then they don't even really know who they are for in the full entirety of the word. So it does go on in hand in hand. You don't have self-awareness without self-love. It goes hand in hand, but it's a little different. Because like I said, I know people who have healed, who love themselves, but then honestly, are you still aware? You said self-love is more of maintenance to self-awareness. Right. Self-love is just being comfortable within your own skin. Self-awareness is absolutely knowing who you are, knowing what you do. Because narcissists got self-love. Narcissists love themselves, but are they aware? So it goes hand in hand. But I get what you're saying though. It is. I feel like self-love is more like said the opinions of others. That's more like when you value like others' opinions, you just feel like you need not control. I don't know how I want to put that either. Um, you allow other people to determine what you do and how you do it. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So this was a good one, y'all. I like this. I like having conversations like this. So yeah. So next week, if we don't have nothing else, next week what we'll do is we'll do you not no, not really, because my I got this heater out here, and like I said, my legs getting the warmth, so I'm fine. But yeah, this was good. So next week we'll do Narcissist Part 2. I'm definitely going to talk about twin flames. And then what else I said we're gonna talk about? What else I say? What I say? Y'all remember? Shoot, I just been talking. Tell me, y'all, what else I said? What was the 3? Oh, yeah. Yes. Before y'all even type it, I got it. Same sex relationships. Because I feel like people are being programmed for that too. But that's, like I said, we're gonna talk about it. That's just how I feel. So yes. Narcissist Part 2, twin flames, and then same sex relationships. So yeah, this is real good. I like this. But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all like this video if y'all didn't. Also, make sure you share this page as well. Y'all already know sharing is caring. Oh yeah, I did want to get an announcement about the little puppy that was in our yard. We found the owners. Well, the owners found us. It ended up being one of our neighbors, but we thought everybody was honestly. I don't. That's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother story too. But yeah, so we found their y'all. I mean, we found the owners. So, but just having the dog around, like I'm definitely gonna get my kids a dog. I said I was probably gonna get them a dog for Christmas, but we might have to wait a little bit. But we'll see. But I'm so glad that we did. That dog was so sweet too, but I'm glad that the owners got him. So we'll do that. And I feel like I will be on live on Monday for some more life path number readings. There'll be messages from your guides because I've been already getting that intuitive nudge to go ahead and just like not skip a week, just go ahead and go on Monday. So I'll be on Monday for now. If not, then I'll just let y'all know. And then we'll see y'all next Friday. All right. But I love you all. I want y'all to have a wonderful weekend. And have a good weekend, y'all. All right. All right. Bye. I love you.